Hello, my name is Danny Harmon. I've worked at Spee-Dee Packaging for about 15 years now, and I'm currently working in sales applications. Today I'd like to talk to you about our solution for introducing cannabis flower into rigid containers. Over the past several years, Spee-Dee's built several systems that index an empty plastic jar under a combination weigher to dispense cannabis flower. Amongst those projects, once in a while we get a glass jar introduced. The challenge that the glass jar creates is that the empty weight or the weight variance of the glass jar itself is greater than the net weight of the product. We had a customer come in for an FAT, and one of the suggestions was putting a check weigher both upstream and downstream of the fill point. Spee-Dee's solution was what we call our tare gross system. The idea behind the customer's idea was to take the tare weight of the container and then the gross weight after of both the container and the product. Spee-Dee built what we call our tare gross system, and I'd like to play a short video for you explaining how that system works. Please stick around after for a short Q&A session. Hello, welcome back. Looks like we have some questions queued up.
What kind of speeds do we get in the system?
What kind of speeds does our system offer? Our system has filled 3.5, 7, and 15 gram fill sizes at 30 to 40 containers per minute.
How accurate is the EMFR scale?
An EMFR weigh cell has an accuracy of 0.02 grams.
What controls package is used?
The controls package that's used on this machine is a Allen Bradley Compact Logix with a panel view color touchscreen.
Does Spee-Dee provide a combination scale?
So Spee-Dee can provide a combination scale, but we do not manufacture one ourselves. We've worked with several manufacturers now. That includes Multipond, Ashita, and Yamato.
Can you run different sizes on the system?
You can run different sizes on this system. I'll walk you guys through a changeover here. So one thing you'll notice, all the change part rails are toolless. So we'll start by lifting up our dust hood here. By simply lifting up a plunger, you can take the 4 in-feed and out-feed guide rails off. The outer guide rail around the turret is removed by 2 thumb screws in the back. The star wheel itself is removed by a single thumb screw. This simply lifts off. The shaft is keyed to keep the home position. And then in regards to different container openings and different container heights, we accommodate those using what we call our container adapter. Our container adapter is easily removed with a thumb screw in the back. This can be lifted out. And you'll notice that we have it attached by what we call our bellows. This creates a little compression for when the diving nozzle is fired against the container opening and creates a seal. This container adapter is easily removed and obviously easily replaced. It's as simple as that. It snaps back in, and a thumb screw to put it back in place. And I can't see the other side. There we go. More questions queued up?
How does the product enter the jar?
Product enters the jar through what we call our transition funnel. If you'll notice in the back here, one of the features I'll point out that's a part of the transition funnel is some of the weigh scales offer what's called the diverting timing bucket. So in the case that the scale has a rejected weight, the timing bucket automatically diverts back to our reject bin. There's also a sensor in the back of the reject bin to tell the operator whether it's in place or not. When that's in place and it's a good weight, product is transitioned down through the transition funnel. The diving nozzle assembly is fired onto the container opening. Under the container, there's another pad. You'll notice this pad here, which has a pneumatic vibrator underneath to agitate product in the case that there is any cannabis flower bridging in the funnel. Other questions?
Does Spee-Dee interface with cappers and labelers?
Spee-Dee does interface with cappers and labelers. There's plenty of I/O options available, and a lot of the controls aspect of our machine is fully customizable.
Can we provide unscrambling and accumulation tables?
Spee-Dee can provide accumulation and unscrambling tables. In this case, we're doing end transfers, but with Spee-Dee has also offered transfers, side transfers on and off of both accumulation on both the in-feed and discharge.
What is the typical delivery time?
Typical delivery time for a system like this is currently 14 to 16 weeks.
How do we clean up conveyors?
How do we clean out conveyors? One of my favorite parts of the conveyor here. So, we'll remove the change parts. And the chain that we offer is very easy to remove. This is one of the few portions you need a tool for, but you pop out a little tab, a rod that holds the conveyor belt together, simply pops out. And you can see all the portions of the conveyor actually are removed without any tools. You have to remove both belts in order to do this, but as you can see, everything is lifted out for easy cleaning.
If a container is missing, will I drop product on the floor?
If a container is missing, will you drop product on the floor? The answer to that question is no. If you look over here, we have a sensor that looks at the pocket upstream of the weigh cell that tears the container weight. If that eye does not see a container there, as it indexes under the fill point, it tells the scale to not discharge product.
What other types of products can we run?
So other products that can be run are things such as ground cannabis and in some cases some pharmaceutical products.
Are there plant communication options with the system?
There are plant communication options. In the case that we would offer a Compact Logix L320ER, it has a spare Ethernet port to accommodate that. We also have options that we can add to the machine to get remote access to the PLC and anything that our controls group would need to help you with. So it looks like that's all the questions we have. There's going to be more demos that are going on throughout the course of this week. The other thing you can do is visit Spee-Dee Packaging at www.speedeepackaging.com. That's SPEE-DEE.com. Thank you for joining us today.